Okay, so it's 39 points of difference. We'll see if there's any positional changes for Corio, who needed probably the first couple of goals just to get back into this match, with the rain coming down a little bit heavier at Victoria Park here. And Phil Boyle for Corio is at centre-half forward, and we'll need to push up the ground a little bit further, I would think, in this second term. We start the second term with Tresize and Woodman in the midfield once again to do the ruck work for their respective sides. Tresize, off a long run, gets up and gets his hand to it. Kick off the ground by Baker through the hands of Gadd. Comes out towards the half-forward line. Danny Ruck leads in the race of the ball. Just kicks it off the ground, coming across Toolman. Boyle right next to him. Ball spills free. Toolman, though, hands and knees. Tried to... Oh, great handball. Fantastic handball to Delahunt. Wants to go along with the left boot. Fantastic kick to Clinton Shaw. And they're measuring the pass as well. He was going to handball to Henderson. He elects to go in short over the top towards Connors, and he takes a diving mark on the wing. On centre wing, wants to get on with it quickly. Turns around and goes towards centre-half forward. Use of the body by O'Brien, roving at the back of the pack. Wayne Colliger. Handball back towards Clyden. Handball over the top. Darren Bennett, just with a big roundhouse, gets the ball away. Goal Keating too high there. And Kelvin Keating will relieve the pressure for the Devils at centre-half back.
He's got Cullen out wide, and he goes to him. He's got plenty of room now, Cullen, to move it down to the half-forward line. Boyle making a bit of space there for him. Keeps going, Cullen takes the second bounce and has put it out on the full. Pretty promising there, but just a wasted disposal. Clint Shaw in the middle. Kevin Connors, he's still got Shaw in there if he wants to kick to him. He does now. It's over his head. He's going to be met there by Keating. Well done. Climbs in on the ball. It's covered up by Baker. The ball comes out. Danny Ruck's got a chance to get the ball back towards the Corio forward line. Oh, well done there by the Corio fellow. Howard just picks it up, loses it straight away. He's been given a free kick by the umpire. And the big jungle, he goes back.
Good experience there from Howard. Playing for the free kick and got it. Goes wide. Good kick too. Connors coming at pace. Leach hurt him, but he's back there. Taps it on. It's okay. Baker wrapped up Connors. Dropped the footy. Should have been a free kick. No free kick there. Handball Cullen towards Woodman. The big man runs straight through the pack. Handball smothered. Baker tried to kick it off the ground. Well, Henderson did. Running at pace. Pick up the ball. Christian Shaw. Fantastic pick up one-handedly. Handball to Rough Robbie. Henderson runs through. Measures the pass. Poor kick though, is it? Oh, it's okay. O'Brien worked hard to get back there and take a good mark. And against Darren Bennett. We'll have a kick for goal from about 40 metres out. And good play through the midfield by Christian Shaw and Henderson. And the ball has to come back. O'Brien was going to kick short, but that didn't come off, so just as well the ball has come back. He's kicked 2 goals this afternoon already, playing in his first match for Bannockburn from the Central Murray Football League. And now playing with Bannockburn. He's 40 metres out, slight angle. They've kicked 8 already. He comes in, kick off the boot, and he might have just floated it to the far side. He has done so. And one behind. So his first blemish on the scoreboard today.
I'll tell him about that in the car going home.
I'm sure you will.
Matthew King to bring the ball back into play. Goes out to the outer side. Cullen up there. So to Matthew East. He is playing very well. Centres the ball. Hit out by Bennett. Tresize overruns it. Woodman puts pressure on the Bannockburn fella there. Cousins gets the ball out. Here we go. There's a bit of a chance. Delahunt off the ground. Gives a half a chance to Pilgrim. But the ball beats them all over the boundary line. Colliger there as well. Matthew King trying to stem the tide at the moment. The ball just keeps repeatedly coming down there for him, and he's just doing his best at the moment. Someone has to get the ball. It's raining. No one's prepared to get out of the car and get wet. So King has to go and get it for the boundary umpire. Tresize, Woodman. Deep in the Bannockburn forward line. Ball comes back into play now. Woodman wins the tap, but it's sharked by Clint Shaw, Howard and Clyden. That's just a quick kick by Ronnie Pilgrim. Scrapes it in for 1 point. So his accuracy's not all there this week, Ronnie, but he's making sure he gets the most of the opportunities at having a go at him. King to bring the ball back into play. Comes onto the the stand side, the change room side. Weston gets the ball, kicks it long. Delahunt and Weston. Lonnie Cousins has got 2 to beat. He kicks the ball off the ground, which is pretty good play. Ball's been taken down into the forward pocket for the Corio side in front of the social members.
Bannockburn are 8-5-53, and they lead Corio 2 straight goals, so just a couple of points added since quarter time for the Tigers. But they have had the majority of play in their forward line once again in this term. And now the Devils have a chance with the ball only 30 metres around from their goal. Boyle goes up with Toolman, who plucks it out of the ruck. The second attempt goes wide, but only as far as Damien Weston. He takes the mark in front of Delahunt. And Jason Habib will be coming off the ground to be replaced by Troy Shaw with some sort of injury. Peter will keep his eye on him. Cullen, handball, smothered. He's back on it though.
Oh, it's on behind too.
And Robbie Henderson and Barry O'Toole just exchanging phone numbers for a party they're going to tonight, obviously. But the ball has ended up at half forward. A ball up, so umpire Hockey will throw the ball up.
Jace Habib went straight into the room limping too.
So a leg injury there to Habib, which is not good for the Tigers. Close to the boundary line. And it's going to be another ball up. So 8-5-53 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 2 straight goals, 12 points on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. And the ball, Woodman, both hands to it in the ruck contest. But the Tigers have the numbers. Henderson just wanting to see it over the boundary line and does so in front of the Bill Keldo Pavilion here at Victoria Park in the forward pocket, which end the Devils are kicking to, the southern end. Woodman, size slipped at the crucial stage, handball out, fantastic. Paul Baker, left foot kick, good. Good play the Devils out of the ruck contest, and Paul Baker finishes off with his first goal. And the Devils third. They're 3 straight goals, 18 points. They lead they trail Bannockburn, 8-5-53 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
That was good play there. Baker didn't get drawn into the pack situation there. He kept his spot down there at centre half forward and was able to run in and make a good positional play for the ball to go through for a goal.
You just keep talking, John.
And
okay, thank you very much.
And you're going to sweat a couple of kilos off this afternoon too if you've got that dryser bone on.
Oh, look, don't worry about that. My back's half with it anyway. With the rain coming down, it's actually teeming down at the moment. Here comes the Corio boys. They're trying to get through. Ball being repelled. Young Joel Hayes gets the hand pass out in the pack. Weston tries to get his hand to it. Connors kicks the ball off the ground. College are in there as well. Well done, Clinton Shaw, Baker, and young Matthew King. Watch the ball go over the boundary line. They started a bit better this quarter, Corio, Jason.
Yes, they certainly have, and put the first goal of the second term on the board. We've been playing 8 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock in his second term. Woodman gets the front position, only as far as Clinton Shaw, who's played very well as a ruck rover today. King is at the second attempt, takes a good mark at half back in front of Clyden. He's got Cornwall wide, but he elects to go longer towards ruck. Toolman coming across, can't take the mark. Oh, yes, he can. Yeah, Boyle. He got the first touch, then Boyle was right next to him, but he was eager enough to get the second attempt and take the mark. He goes short to Rose, inboard at half back. He's got Toolman again, so they're having kicked a kick, racking up a few possessions. Toolman. Cullen comes across to stand the mark.
Should give it back to Rose now, but won't. He's got
Darren O'Brien, but then he elects to go short towards
well
Gadd.
Done, Danny Ruck. He always kicked it in the forward line there, O'Toole. He's got Lonnie Cousins running down to the support. If he kicks the ball into the middle, will he get there in time? He does. He kicks it off the ground. Rushed through for a behind from Delahunt. 1 point to the Corio team. They go to 3 goals, 1, 19. They trail Bannockburn, who are 8 goals, 5, 53.
No, it's in the coat.
Oh, it's in the coat, is it?
In the coat.
We're just wondering where the mobile phone was that was going off. We thought it might have been the lunch orders or something.
It's young Brett. He hasn't put his tips on for race 5 at Randwick.
Kick in by Delahunt short to the back pocket and finds Connors. His kick over the head of Tresize. Woodman could have marked but thumped it away. Baker, can he get away from the tackle? No, he can't. Not the second one anyway. East was there and then Tresize. Is it an advantage? No, it isn't. Has to come back to Nigel Tresize, the big ruckman at half back.
Why wouldn't that have been advantage?
Well,
he'd stopped play already,
I think
Peter.
he might, yeah, that was the thing. Tresize goes wide to Toolman, has to sit and wait, and takes a good mark. Danny Ruck coming across, but he gets his hands away to Rick Harding. He measures the pass towards centre-half forward. Clyden's there. Colliger, great pick-up, Wayne Colliger. He measures the pass towards Shaw, and diving mark, Butch. No, he can't take the mark. Oh, fantastic hands to Colliger at centre-half forward. But a free kick's been found. It must have deemed it a throw, I think. And it's going to go to Corio at centre-half back, Dean Leach.
Corio have lifted. Obviously, you know, at quarter time, Woodman's had the opportunity to give him a bit of a blast.
Yeah, Cockrell goes inboard. Clinton Shaw in the middle. Handball over the head of Henderson is going to put him under pressure now, but the big man picks it up, gets around one, gets around two. Gets a short little kick in the end to Clinton Shaw back in the middle, who's racking up possessions. He goes towards Pilgrim, can't take the mark. Shaw, handball, back into the pack. Troy Shaw taps it on. Now running out at Wayne Colliger and puts Shaw back on it. Handball, no, can't get it. Ruck, little kick off the ground. Matty East getting back there. Hands to Rose. They're going. They've lost 50 metres. He kicks, great kick around the corner to Toolman in the middle, who can't take the mark. Pushed off the ball by Boyle. And Gary Toolman to take the free kick in the middle.
That was a bit soft.
So Toolman being asked to bring the footy back. He had it short to Tresize. Now he goes short to Harding, and he takes the mark. Still in the middle of the ground.
Very crowded forward line there for Bannockburn. Boyle smothers the kick on the mark. Long kick there by Weston. Met heavily. Bounces over Delahunt's head. Matthew Cullen, he's got a chance if he can get the foot to the ball. Barry O'Toole in line there to take the mark. It's disputed. Well done there by Alistair Broad. Once again, Delahunt watches it over the goal line for a rush behind. Corio go to 3-2-20. Bannockburn 8-5-53.
Short kick in by Delahunt is okay. Found Wentworth. His kicks partly smothered by Keating. Broad now. Oh, good kick to O'Brien on the wing. Bit of time too to measure the pass and set something up. Goes towards half forward. Clyden over the back also. Shaw. Punched away though by Bennett. Close to the boundary line. Slips over the crucial stage. He's got a bit of support though. King handball out is good. Good pick up too by Leach. Can't take it any further though. Wrapped up Shaw. His hand pass is intercepted. Back towards the midfield. And Matty East takes a saving mark on the wing for the Tigers. And they know they've got a bit of a game on their hand now. The Devils have lifted since quarter time. We've been playing 12 and a half minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock in this second term. And East goes short to Harding. Still on the wing. Congested half forward line, tries to spread it a little bit and goes a bit wider towards Gadd. Can't take the mark. Shaw hands. Well good to Pilgrim. Ronnie.
He won't handball this.
He won't handball it because he's 30 metres in front. And he's kicked number 3. And he's done so. So Ronnie Pilgrim, 3 goals, 1. And I think he would have had 7 or 8 kicks. So he's done a fairly good job once again. And Bannockburn put their first goal of the second term on the board. They're 9-5-59. And they lead Corio 3-2-20 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. So 39 points of difference, which was the difference at quarter time.
Thank you, Brett.
And my co-commentator now has the dries of bone right on.
Yeah, that's right.
So he doesn't get the back wet from the commentary box here.
That's the rain teeming down. I am just a touch wet on the back now. It's not like the players out there fighting it out in the middle. Tresize gets the tap down. Comes to O'Brien. Quick kick out of the middle. Met by Pilgrim. He's got players running past, but blind turns. Long kick down to Troy Shaw, and that was
a magnificent pass.
Great kick. He spotted him there, going to the left. Troy Shaw ready to line up for goal. The umpire coming in to line him up. The umpire puts him on his puts him on line. Troy Shaw coming in, takes his time with the kick. Doesn't really kick through it. He's hooked it a bit right. 1 point there, so disappointing into a good bit of play there. Ronnie Pilgrim sitting Troy Shaw up, but it's 1 point now. Bannockburn go to 9-6-60. They lead by 40 points over Corio, 3-2-20. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Bennett will be taking the kick. Troy Shaw down. There's not much movement at the moment for Corio. Howard. Cousins makes a move. He goes towards the Calvin Cooting, the Corio captain. Weston in there as well, but it's all Bannockburn. Connors kicks it round his body. Ronnie Pilgrim trying to run onto the ball along with Troy Shaw, but the ball goes out of the boundary line and out of bounds. About 15 metres around from the point post. Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. Woodman and Tresize. It's been an even duel, that. Woodman round the ground, gets his body in front. It's kicked off the ground there. Colliger in there as well. Matty East gets a handball out to Colliger. He lines it up. Doesn't really get it onto it very well. Should have been taking a mark there, but King on the last line of defence kicks it along the ground. Colliger tries to put the pressure on Leach. He goes over the top. That is a good kick, and it is taken by Shane Cornwall on the half-back flank. He looks for someone to come across. Lead there made by Boyle. Got one hand to it. Good recovery. Good second effort there. Delahunt in the race for the ball. Picks the ball up. Given over to Nate. No, he decides to do it himself. He had Nathan Rose in support.
That's East out there.
East is it. Thank you, Jason. East gives it to Rose. Long kick. Danny Ruck cuts the ball off. Clinton Shaw overruns the ball. He gets it back now. They're on the burst here. That's well done by Clint Shaw. Goes long. Looking for his brother Christian. Keeps the ball in front of him. He's pressured there by the Corio defence. Is fierce. King, well done. Gets it off to Leach. Looking for somewhere. In heavy traffic there, but gets the ball out. But Colliger drops the ball. Umpire says play on. He should ball it up. He's met heavily there by the Corio defence. That was King. He's hurt himself a bit by the looks of things, or he's winded. Ball comes up. Matty East looks over in front.
Kick.
Clint Shaw will take the mark. About 40 metres out on a slide angle.
They just kept pressuring and pressuring there, Pete, didn't they? And Bannockburn had to get the ball sooner or later to a mark in the forward line.
Yeah, they're very hard at the ball, the Corio boys. I suppose they've got to get a bit stoked up. When you look at the scoreboard, they're still 6 down, and it's a big lead, and the ball has spent a fair bit of time in Bannockburn's forward line.
Goes up long towards the goal square. Howard punches it away for Corio. Kick off the ground by McFadden. He pushes the ball towards the boundary line. Troy Shaw's there also. It's still in play. Running through the middle there, Harding, but he sees it off as we see Christian Shaw coming off and Lincoln East coming on. And Lincoln's had a bit of trouble over the last couple of years with some knee injuries, and he's got a very big Sean Wren-like knee brace on his right knee as he comes out. But good to see him back on the ground. Boundary throw in 50 metres around from the Bannockburn goal. Woodman gets it back from Leach from a tap. Pack develops at half forward on the outer side. The umpires just let the play go, and he'll now have to come in and bounce the ball. On half forward on the outer side, Bannockburn 9.660, Corio 3.220, and we've been playing 18 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock in this second term. Cousins gets the kick away quickly for Corio from the half-back flank. Roves, Wentworth, gives it back to Clinton Shaw. Was that a throw? It was a hold, and it's advantage paid there. Toolman has got the footy now and gets around Woodman with a side step. Goes, measures the pass towards Colliger. He gets wrapped up. Goes towards Hardy. Wants to bring the ball back in towards Troy Shaw in the goal square. He's got two against him. Bennett's one of them. Shaw's there, though. He's got support. Trying to run through the middle of the pack without the footy there was Gadd. Also, tried to kick it over his head there, Colliger, but succeeds in only kicking one behind. So they go to 9.761 Bannockburn, and they lead Corio 3.220 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. And Danny Ruck to do the kicking in on this occasion. We're playing 19 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
And Ruck brings the ball into play. Boyle couldn't take the mark. Wrapped up there, Woodman by Tresize. Gets the ball out to the side. Ricky Harding gets the ball over to East. Comes back onto that left foot, but sees the handball. Good support there by Rose again. Met solidly by Tresize, picks up the ball. Here's a chance for him over here with Toolman. They've lost 20 metres, but they've got plenty of spots on this outer wing. Toolman, undecided what to do, gives it to East. East playing around, gets around one player, gets the kick out towards O'Brien. He's got the chance to line it up. Puts it deep into the back line, but taken there by Cousins. He relieves the pressure for Corio. Goes out to the outer flank. Long kick now. It's been worked up to the wing. That's Cornwall taking the mark. on the wing. He's got no options there. His brother Doug's running down. Goes longer over the top,
kick.
but finds the boundary line. As we see Rick Neville come onto the ground. Who went off there, Peter?
Well, I think that actually might be Keith Stokey wearing Rick Neville's number.
Oh, is it?
Because Ricky's coaching the seconds here at Corio, and I think he might have decided to hang the boots up, so that's certainly not him. He goes on to Lincoln East now. It's on half forward for Corio. Woodman from behind, and at the front of the pack, Connors. Handball quickly, puts his teammate Wentworth under pressure, but it's a boundary throw in anyway. On half forward on the outer side, 9-7 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 3-2. GDFL Bingo Centre second term scoreboard. And we've been playing 21 and a half minutes in the second term on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. Pack develops at half forward again for Corio. Free kick found, a push. It's going to go to the Devils. And it's going to go to Paul Baker. On the outer side, half forward flank, congested half forward line for the Devils. He's got Boyle short, and O'Toole gives him a lead now also. He's got Cullen longer. He tries to get it to him, getting back Wentworth, stands his ground, can't take the mark, pushes it towards the safety of the boundary line, and finds a good play. Paul Wentworth working back into the pack there. And another boundary throw, and this time a little bit closer to the Devils' attacking zone, about 40 metres around, and they certainly need a goal. They're 41 points down on Bannockburn at the moment. Woodman in front, Tresize with his left hand again. In front of the pack, free kick is it? No, it's held to him. And it's going to be a ball up this time. We see Paul Barth about to come on for Bannockburn and Wayne College to come off. Henderson uses his sizable bulk to try and break through the pack. He can't do so, but Tresize gets his kick away, but it's high, wide and handsome, and it's going to be a free kick to be taken by Cornwall on the outer side half forward flank.
Cornwall kicks the ball back into play. Spoiled there, the Bannockburn defence. They're working well together. Toolman, he comes out of defence. Long kick out to the wing. Corio, 4-1 there. They should get it out. Doug Cornwall gives it over to Howard, was it? Howard's short kick goes to the boundary line, and it's going to be thrown in again. Between wing and half forward for Corio on the outer side.
So just a bit of a lull in play here. We haven't had too many goals in this second term either. It's been pretty tough competition. Woodman gets it out to Boyle. Handball knocked off by Broad. Tried to tap it back cleverly to Harding. Can he get it? Well, he gets one high and we'll get a free kick. And Rick Harding, who's played pretty well this afternoon, to relieve the pressure at half-back, had Delahunt on the opposite side, goes short towards Connors. It's not going to sit in for him, though, so just a little bit of messing about at half-back by Bannockburn, and Corio can't get much further past that line at the moment. It's being blocked up. 23 and a half minutes gone in this second term. Corio have kicked one goal and Bannockburn one goal, so Bannockburn's 8-goal first term giving them that lead at the moment. Woodman, big thump towards Baker. Wrapped up there, O'Brien. Gets his hands away, though. Across centre half back. Matty East to run onto it. Barry O'Toole comes out at pace, though. Does very well. Handball in the air to nobody in particular. And now they can start. Connors to Toolman. Has to sit and wait. And he backs back to centre half back. Kick around the corner. Henderson gets a hand to it. Then he traps it. Rough Robbie. Handball is okay. Back to him from Wentworth. Oh, he nearly kicked the umpire in the bum. But he gets his kick away. And I can say that's okay. It goes to East. He gets it inside to Gadd. He runs around a couple, then goes long towards Troy Shaw. That's better. McFadden held on to him, but got the footy away. Clinton Shaw's there, and also Kelvin Keating. Comes out the back of the pack. Quick kick around the corner, vision towards Bath, and also coming across Cockerell. And Cockerell in the last line defence sees it over the boundary line. It's about 30 metres around outer side, opposite the Bannockburn goal.
With Bannockburn leading by 41 points. Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. Woodman against Troy Shaw. Woodman wins the tap. It's sharked there by Cornwall. Ball being forced back over the boundary line. And we'll see another. It's actually out on the full. Must have come off a boot of a Bannockburn fella. Corio's kick to be taken by Joel Hayes.
Kelvin Keating it is.
Kelvin Keating. He kicks long. It's a good kick, but no one there. Dan O'Brien takes the mark. He gets up, looking for options on the forward line. It's pretty crowded down there. Kick it. He goes for the short kick. Finds Rick Harding. Harding, once again, the options aren't there for him. The Corio fellas have packed up the defence. Kicks it up high in the air. All All up. Clinton Shaw stays down, gets a quick left foot kick and has put it through for a goal.
That was pretty undisciplined, Johnny.
Three up.
They've brought the ball through there, and 3 Corio boys have gone up for that mark, and like Slippery, gone over the back of the pack. Thank you very much.
Intelligent play there by Shaw, though, to 2 stay down. So, and he kept the option open. Good goal there. Brings up their 10th. They are 10-7, 67, Bannockburn. Corio 3-2, 20.
On the GDFL Bingo Centre, second quarter scoreboard there, and it's 47 points of difference, and close to half-time here at Victoria Park, GDFL Match of the Day, round 5. We've been playing at 25 and a half minutes. Comes out of the centre to Matty Cullen. Cullen goes towards full forward, Boyle. He gets it out towards Baker. Kick off the ground by Wentworth. Free kick found, though, for a hold. And a bit of trouble with the commentary box here. It's leaking all of a sudden, and Ronnie's not even here. And that's Ronnie Bryan. Short from Delahunt towards Wentworth. Henderson in support. Kick off the ground. He follows it up. Howard stands his ground. Handball good to Woodman. Around the corner. Broad. Runs it at a pace. Can he trap it? Yes, he can. Then he's on hands and knees. Falls over. Has to get the ball away quickly. Gets it to Matty East. And he's shepherded by Harding. Taps it on the ground. He's shepherded by Gadd. Bit of time on half-back now. Goes towards the wing. Measures the pass beautifully to Clinton Shaw. And he takes the mark. Wrapped up by Howard. Wants to move it on quickly. He's got Harding running past. He gives it to him now. He goes towards the lead of Pilgrim and Shaw. Troy Shaw can't grab it on the first attempt. McFadden's there now. And Shaw works hard. Leaks across centre half back. Chopped off by Harding. His hands. Connors runs through the middle of the pack. He breaks away. Gets his right foot towards Ronnie Pilgrim. He'll do something with it. He gets around 1, gets around 2, gets on his left boot and kicks it behind. So used his bulk there, Ronnie Pilgrim, to break through the pack, but just couldn't quite swing the ball around far enough. And it's a behind. Bannockburn 10-8, 68. Corio 3-2, 20, 48 points of difference on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Shaw for Shaw on the interchange bench.
King to bring the ball back into play. Goes long to the outer side looking for Woodman. Tresize up. Woodman pushes him out of that. Harding first to recover. Gets the ball over to Henderson. Henderson look for a handball, but then goes short back into the middle. Paul Baker chops that off, but Henderson does good there. Lincoln East gets around, sells the dummy. Goes long to the half-forward flank where he finds Connors. Connors goes around onto his left foot looking for Shaw. Howard meets the ball. Gets out by, kicked out by Ian Cockrell. Oh, Paul Baker got up fairly high but couldn't take the mark. Cullen goes back towards Woodman. Woodman spills it. It's picked up by Connors. He gets a handball over to Paul Barth. Paul Barth, good kick into Dan O'Bree. Now, O'Bree is going to line up for his third goal for the afternoon. He'll join Ronnie Pilgrim on 3 goals if he can kick this. This is not what Corio wanted late into the quarter. O'Bree lines up, comes in, kicks it fairly accurately. The goal umpire hardly moves, and that's brought up Bannockburn's 11th goal. They go to 11-8, 74. They hold a 54-point advantage over Corio, who are 3-2-20 on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Close to siren time for half-time. Dan O'Bree's third goal, and we've been playing 28 and a half minutes in this second term GDFL Match of the Day, round 5.
And I couldn't think of anything worse than being 8 goals down, still raining, going into the rooms and sitting there in the cold, getting Alan Woodman blasting the living daylights out of you.
It's not going to be. It's going to be an interesting half-time discussion, I would think, in the Corio rooms. And
up to Corio's credit, they look like a fairly young team. It's the first time I've seen them play, and I think they're trying hard.
Well, the oldest member of the team, Woodman, gets it down to Baker, and he goes forward towards Cullen at centre-half forward. Matty Cullen just looks a little bit lost today. He's been one of their prime movers this season. Hasn't seen a lot of the footy yet. Hopefully for Corio in the second half, he will. Delahunt relieves the pressure on half-back, goes to the outer side for the safety of the boundary line. Bennett chasing it for Corio, but can't keep it in. And on the outer side, centre wing, we're going to have a a throw in. It's going to be with Bannockburn in control, 11-8. They lead Corio 3-2 in the GDFL Match of the Day. And that's round 5. Bannockburn starting the season with 4 consecutive wins. Corio in the 5, in 5th spot, 2-2. And Tresize to do the ruck work against Woodman once again on the outer side. Tresize for Bannockburn and Woodman for Corio. Woodman uses his body, gets it down to the front. Keating tries to kick off the ground. Cornwall, can he trap it? No, he can't. Running through rows without the footy. Tresize works hard, the big man. Hands still there, running through a pack and getting tackled. It was holding the ball against Shaw. And the free kick to Paul Baker on the outer side, wing position for the Devils.
Not much movement there up forward. Doug Cornwall gives a bit of a lead. There's nowhere really for him to kick to. So he goes long, looking for Boyle. Boyle's not in amongst it. Connor's doing the roving work. That's Boyle now, picks the ball up, kicks it, but great mark there by Alistair Broad. Gets the handball off. They've got players running wide here. Danny Ruck will top that kick off, though. That's well done by Danny Ruck. Running with the flight of the with the ball. Got a lead on from Cullen. Can't get there, though. Oh, it's come through, and the siren has gone just before Barry O'Toole kicks it over the goal umpire's head. It won't register, though, so at half-time we see Bannockburn 11 goals 8 to 74. They are 54 points up on Corio, have 3-2-20 on the GDFL bingo scoreboard.
And at half-time, the goal kickers for Bannockburn, 3 each to Darren O'Brien, Ron Pilgrim, 2 to Rick Harding, and singles to Jason Habib, Clinton Shaw and Wayne Colliger. And for Corio, their 3 goals have been kicked by Paul Baker, Doug Cornwall and Matty Cullen. In that quarter, Corio kicked 1 goal, 2. Bannockburn kicked 3 goals, 5 to increase their half-time lead to 54 points. It was 39 points at quarter time. And quickly, Pete, some better players for both respective sides.
I think a guy that showed that he will have a little bit of class as time goes on for the Corio guys, and that's Danny Ruck on the wing. I thought he was trying very hard, certainly moves the ball well. Phil Boyle drifted in and out, but one thing that I think Corio is lacking is that they don't have enough big men on the ground. Now, they've only got Alan Woodman and Boyle, and as Jono's nicknamed him, Jungle Howard down in the back line. Howard's a little slow. He's been around a long time, and you don't put that against the guy. But Boyle's been contributing. I thought he's tried very well. For the Bannockburn side, that quarter, I'd probably give the points there to Rob Henderson. I thought he was very strong. Corio did look like they were going to kick up the pace a bit, and Henderson put his hand up and said, "Well, I'll do a bit of damage here." I thought he's played well. Dan O'Brien again, I thought he's contributed, picked up a few more possessions, kicked another goal. Rick Harding again, I think he had a run in the middle of the ground, roving. I thought he's been a contributor. And what's this young fella's last name? Tillman, is it?
Yeah.
Gary? I thought across the centre of the ground he's drifted in and out. And I don't know whether he's played much footy, but he stands there like a bit of a general and says, "Kick the ball to me and I'll set the plays up." And I thought he's been very good.
He's played a little bit of footy in his time, Gary Tillman. And his side at the moment leading at half-time. Bannockburn 11-8-74. They lead Corio 3-2-20. We'll go back to the studio for a bit of a musical interlude while we wet the appetites and the throats at half-time here at Bannockburn. It's the GDFL Match of the Day, round 5, and the Tigers are in control at half-time by 54 points. Back with all the second half action on 89.1 Country FM.